Neil, first run out of pre-season done and dusted. What was your take on it?
Yeah, nice to be. Yeah, doesn't seem that long ago when we was at Wembley, but nice to be back out in a game environment, if you like. And we've had a good week of training this week. First week back out at the training pitch, and this is probably the end of a tough week, but enjoyable, and chance for the supporters to come out in the sunshine eventually, and obviously see some of the new players as well.
Shorter break than you'd anticipate with the way the playoffs fall.
Yep.
Was it always in your mind to have a friendly this quickly after coming back?
Yeah. We knew obviously when we were getting, we're going to be in the playoffs, towards the playoff final. We had two different sort of schedules in place, and we knew that if we get to the playoff final, we'd have a shorter break, and then we'd have a shorter pre-season. So with that shorter break, the players don't lose their fitness as much. They've all come back in really good condition, which means you can get straight back into the football.
What was the most important thing you wanted to see out there today?
You want to see a number of things, really. Carrying on from where we left off last season, I said to the players before the game, every time they step onto the pitch, it's a chance to practice who we want to be as a team. And we did a good job of that last season, but we know it's going to be tougher this season. So, chance to integrate the players into the new players and how we want to play. Look at a couple of different sort of options and partnerships on the pitch, and that will, as we work towards the first game of the season.
Speak of those new additions, even though it is a pre-season friendly, great to see Shane Lavery get off the mark nice and early as a striker. Yeah,
very much so. Strikers love it in the back of the net, don't they? And Shane, I think you see, he's really positive. He comes alive around the box. He had an opportunity just before he scored when he got across the opponent at the near post. Really good run, and I think the goalkeeper might have saved it. He just went past the far post, but lovely bit of movement, and then he's in the right place at the right time, and he just deflects it in. Sometimes it's just instinctive with Shane. It's you sometimes wonder how the ball seems to gravitate towards them, but that's what strikers do, and Shane's got that lovely knack of being in the right place at the right time.
And you've probably seen glimpses throughout those players today that have made sort of first appearances of the characteristics of why you brought them to the club. Yeah,
and we do a lot of research and work on the players we're going to bring to the club, and the character is absolutely paramount. We've got to bring the right types of personality to the club and play in the way that we play. I think that was one of our strengths last season, was our togetherness, our spirit, the unity that we've shown on the pitch with and without the ball, and those players will have to fit into how we want to play.
Top of the list is to always come through these games unscathed, but unfortunately had to withdraw Kevin Stewart in the second half and play it out with 10 men. What was the situation there?
No. One of the messages always in pre-season is you don't want to end up with unnecessary injuries. So if anyone feels anything, they must report it straight away, because you don't want what might be a minor injury to become a serious injury. So Kev's an experienced man, experienced player. He felt something, and he just felt straight away it was the best thing to come off. So fine, no problem, just as a precaution. Hopefully, we won't know it at the moment, but we're hoping that's not serious and he doesn't keep him out for too long. I'd have to say that Kev, as the players will testify, is an unbelievable athlete. Fitness is not a problem for Kev, so if anyone was going to miss a few days and not be troubled by it, then Kev would be that person.
A couple of others not involved today, like Chris Maxwell, Gary Medine. What's the news there?
Yeah, Gary had an operation at the end of the season. We felt that was the right thing to do to try and solve the issue that he had. So he's just going through his rehab at the moment. He's been doing a bit of running recently. But fingers crossed he can join in towards the back end of pre-season, which would obviously give him a chance of being involved at the start of the season. And Maxie, nothing with Maxie really. He's just had a really tough week. His first week, Banksy's worked him hard, and we just felt it was the right thing for Stu and Grimmy to play today. So Maxie's no issues, no problem. He'll play in some of the games coming up.
And a bit of an extended break for Kenny Dougal, given his international commitments.
Yeah. Kenny obviously went away with Australia, so his season was extended by 2 or 3 weeks. So the right thing for him again was to have an extra week off. He'll be joining up with us this week. It'll be nice to see him. But yeah, we felt that was the right thing to do. Rest is important, but Kenny's itching. I know he's itching to get back in now as well.